July 25, 2022, 5 p.m., courtroom D. And Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Parker?
Here.
Commissioner Jones?
I'm here.
Commissioner Bartleman? Judge Clymer?
Here. Mr. Bartleman's on a trip returning. He may be here shortly, flying into Barkley, perhaps as we speak. All right, and first up is the approval of the consent agenda.
Are we going to have the prayer and the pledge?
Oh, you got in a hurry. Want to do prayer for it?
Oh, well, sure. I'd love to. Before we do that, though, I'd like to say a happy birthday to Pam. It's her birthday today. I started to make Eddie sing, but I figured that'd really embarrass you, Pam.
I'll be happy to.
We'll sing afterwards, okay? Heavenly Father, we come before you, and we ask that you bless this meeting. We ask that you give us wisdom to deal with the county's business. We ask you to forgive us of our many sins and shortcomings. We ask that you be with all of our first responders and keep them safe. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Let's stand with me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, consent agenda.
It is ordered to approve the consent agenda for the July 25th, 2022 McCracken County Fiscal Court.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. Budget.
It is ordered that the necessary cash transfers in the amount of $325,000 be made in order to pay county bills and payroll approved July 25th, 2022.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered to approve the voucher claims register from July 11th, 2022 to July 25th, 2022 to show county bills in the amount of $208,839.45 were paid.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. All right, several matters under discussion. First, we've got Rich Allshouse here. Mr. Allshouse, come on up to the lectern there, if you would, please. He's with Lone Oak Youth Baseball. We've got a little money for you here this evening. Can you give us an update on how things are going now?
Well, we sure can. Once we got the word from Commissioner Parker that we had some funds coming, we were able to go out and purchase more LED lights for the park, so that money was earmarked for that. And even though I think the additional funding was $5,000, we put about $7,000 more of LED lights in the park. We're up to about 60% LED, and on the one field they were able to isolate and check. Paducah Power said we're at about a 70% power consumption reduction going to LED lights. But you know, a lot of the savings is not just in power reduction, but these lights are about 10 to 20 year life versus 3-year life for the halogen and incandescent bulbs. So I mean, it's just a win-win. We got about 1,000 kids coming out to play in fall ball this year. So, you know, that, you get darker, lighter, or darker earlier in the fall. So that's going to be an even bigger help for us. So your continued support to the ballpark is really appreciated, and try to put all that money to good use.
And getting those lights, you got them put up by the guys that are on your board and
Yeah, everything was done. We got a lot of volunteers. We get some help from some of the Paducah Power employees. They come out on their time when they can to put them up. So, you know, basically the only thing that's and Paducah Power, we buy them through Paducah Power. So we get a pretty good deal on the bulbs themselves. So everything that was done, I think, was pretty much just the physical cost of the lights themselves. We didn't have to put any extra cash into labor or anything like that. So that's
deal.
That's been great, and it helps the park out a lot. We get unknown expenses throughout the year that, you know, wouldn't allow us to do this normally. This weekend we got tagged pretty good by one of the local Rembrandts, so we're out buying paint and things of that nature, getting ready. We got Special Olympics coming up on a week from Saturday on August 6th, so we host everyone, all the Special Olympic softball teams from Bowling Green and West, so the whole Western Kentucky half. That we're going to have, I think, 14 or 16 teams in the park all day on Saturday. And we do that gratis to Special Olympics. We feed them, give them T-shirts, trophies, take care of them. So
This Saturday?
August 6th, so it'll be a week
August.
from Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So it's great, So we root for the Paducah Bears and the Paducah Cubs, but we root for all of them as well too. So
Yeah.
I've been out a couple times this
it's
summer.
a great
Lots
day.
of
It's my
people.
favorite day at the park.
Unbelievable effort and volunteer. Thank you.
All right, we got some money here. Let's get a picture with Mr. Hall's house here so we can memorialize.
I believe Pam's going to take the
You
picture.
don't take it? Okay. How's this right here?
Okay.
Put you in the middle.
Sure.
How's that? There it is, $600,000. Oh, no,
Oh,
wait.
you're gonna make me smile real big now. We got a creek we need to cover up in the park.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate all y'all doing
Jeff,
out there.
thanks a lot.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right, then we have James Adams, the Melbourne New Hope Fire District. Let's see, is it Chief Adams?
Sir?
Chief Adams? Or?
No,
No?
I'm too old to be a fireman.
Oh, you're not? Okay, you're on the board?
Right.
All right.
I'm the secretary of the board.
Okay.
We've had a pretty good year, no major fires. Everything's working well. You want the entire budget or just me to review
Oh,
it?
highlights, whatever.
Okay. This year, the big thing, we've provided 11,000, no, that's what we got, 10,000 into the Melbourne Volunteer Fire Department for a new truck. Actually, that was delivered later, but we paid for it since then. We were in on the buying of it, but just paid for it recently. And that gives them 3 big trucks now, and I'm not sure what else they have. Of course, we...
How much money did you say?
Sir?
How much money did you say?
10,000
For a fire truck?
to buy a new. Well, what it is, it was a water truck, and we bought the truck and part of the tank, paid part of the tank for it. So, because from much of our territory is outside of fire plugs and that type of thing, so water tanks are necessary.
Well, this is just a truck that's equipped with a water tank?
Yes.
in it. It's
Yes.
not a,
No, this is not a pumper. It just goes along and,
Okay. I
and
thought
supplies the water. They can
there was more than
hook their
that.
pumps to it, and pretty standard equipment on a rural fire department.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've got our board stabilized. We had 1 death, 1 resignation, and a couple other changes, but we've got a full board now, and people that show up for every meeting, and we're doing well. And we will keep the compensating tax rate at .043 per $100.
Yes, got anything?
Thank you.
Let me just say what I say to every time we have one of our fire department board members or chiefs or whoever comes, it's one of the things, well, just like the gentleman in the whole house there that was here a minute ago with the recreation, this community, unlike a lot of municipalities or other communities, I think we rely heavily on volunteers, and the vast majority, I guess sometime we need to figure that up, what the percentage of fire personnel is volunteers, unpaid folks that work and do this on their own time, and then board members that devote their own time and that sort of thing for the benefit of the neighbors and the community. It's just huge, and it allows us to use our money to do other things for the community, and you guys pitch in, ladies, and get that done, and it's just very much appreciated. So I try to push that out to people so they will think about that and realize that we have people like you that and the other firefighters that provide that service to us, and makes our community what it is, you know. So
Thank you. All of the firemen that cover our district are volunteers. They're not a paid personnel. And of course, we're rather unusual in that our little corner of McCracken County just did not have fire coverage, and we were, of course, county line being within less than a quarter of a mile of the Melbourne Fire Department. It's been worked out real good contracting with them. Yeah. And they have a very good department.
Yeah, great. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Here's our budget.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dark and big, just like I like it.
Read that one.
Don't need a magnifying glass. All right, and then we have under discussion administrative code reimbursement topic. We have been discussing internally about formalizing and putting in our administrative code some regulations, guidelines, a SOP or standard operating procedure on reimbursing expenses, and so got in here a draft that Steve Doolittle put together with discussions with me, and I think maybe some of y'all as well. And so this was the draft that we put together to reimburse on the cell phone costs. We threw out $25 reimbursement for internet charges that each commissioner has. I know there's a lot of work goes on in the internet by the commissioners. And then, business-related events that benefit the community, fees for local training and services, and then meals, miles, lodging fees for out-of-county meetings, training sessions. We've been really doing that for some time now, but it's the other things that would be formalized, and so just opening that up for discussion, see what you think.
I had no objection to the proposal.
About you?
I don't really have an objection. I probably would want to wait till Commissioner Bartleman is here, so I'd just say put it off for another week.
Okay. Well, it's just for the discussion, but yeah, of course, he could walk in any minute. It might be that if he comes before we're going to have an executive session, but if he should come in shortly, we can bring it back up. But we'll just put it on. What about the other possibility then, of course, is to draw it up in a formal document to amend and the administrative code to incorporate that. We might just do that, and then of course we can always amend the formal document if we need to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any huge rush on it, but all right. Let's see, Heath Park pickleball. Got Steve Irvin here, project manager for us to talk about that. While he's coming up, We've been looking at that for a little while now. There's well, I'll let him go into the details, but it seems to be justified to look into, with the popularity of pickleball, to expand some of our facilities to allow for more pickleball play. And Steve, we've got a drawing that Steve put together in your packet there of formalities of out at Heath Park, amending some of those or changing some of the tennis courts to pickleball. Steve.
Yes, the drawing you have in front of you came from Miss Nancy Sutton approaching the county several times over the last year requesting the conversion of the Heath courts to pickleball courts. That drawing represents taking 4 of the 6 courts and putting in 12 pickleball courts. There's adequate room there for those courts. When you start talking about conversion, really what you're looking at is taking out the existing poles, the tennis courts, obviously filling back in with concrete, cleaning the courts, power washing them, cleaning them, filling all cracks. Then you come back in with a resurface type textured material, and then 2 coats of acrylic paint. And then you've got to order the pickleball systems also eventually and put new footings in. Probably the person that we would do that would be someone registered with the National Court Builders Association. There are several of those in the region to get somebody to do like that. An anticipated cost, we really don't know, but you're probably looking at in the ballpark of $70,000 to $100,000. The one thing that you do see on there that may not actually be included is all the interior fencing that goes in between the courts. Certainly the north and south courts would be divided by fencing, but the ones on each side of the court that is still being discussed with Nancy and the Pickleball Association as a need compared to having the fences not there and having more room to actually maneuver. So if those fences were to be taken out, the cost would obviously drop.
Good deal. This doesn't address lights, or does?
It does not. You see the yellow dots in there. Those where the lights were previously.
We went through, what was it, last year sometime out there was a light pole that actually rotted and fell, well, rusted and fell and so out of precaution, those metal poles had been just put directly into the dirt without a concrete or any other foundation. And so this one had a tree limb in it or something, or I guess when it fell, it took a tree limb out. I can't remember when it fell. Yeah. So the thing just rusted and fell over. And of course, that's bad. Particularly if you're out there playing, tennis or something. You don't like that. And so we went ahead and took them all out. They were all in bad condition. But we're going to be watching, and we can talk about too. If the thing really takes off, as I believe it will, reinstalling some light fixtures out there for the night play. But that 12-court proposal would be, we believe, be the biggest pickleball facility in the
the city has several now, and I think even at the next city commission meeting, they're introducing building 4 more.
Yeah.
Cool.
We did do some research asking around queries of people in the area, and pickleball and tennis players. It would, as you see there, would leave 2 existing tennis courts. From our inquiries, we found in general that nobody has seen anybody playing tennis out there in quite some time. I'm sure that probably somebody goes out there and plays tennis from time to time, I would think, but the pickleball seems to be the growing sport, and it's a nice facility there. It'd be a lot nicer with this. And then nice parking lot. What was it, 50 spots?
65.
65 parking spots in the parking lot. So, you know, pretty decent parking. There's some baseball fields out there as well. Would even, of course, there's housing around it, pretty nice houses out through there, and it'll enhance the, you know, the neighborhood as well where the folks live. So I think it's going to be a good project. And Nancy's she's an ambassador or something with National or Kentucky Pickleball or National Pickleball.
Not sure exact title. Steve,
Or
you know?
Galactical Pickleball, something. And so she's can get some attention from them. We're hoping maybe they might kick in a little bit of money, help to defray the costs. And so we'll see what happens with that. That's just something that's in the works and we're going through. So.
In the proposed cost?
Proposed cost between 70 and 100,000. A lot of that will depend upon the amount of fencing, I believe. Of course, the next step would be, if everyone was for it, is to finish off the bid document and actually start getting in bids.
Okay. I'm supportive.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Then item 5.
It is ordered that the minutes of the called fiscal court meeting of June 29th, 2022 be approved.
So made.
I'll second.
Okay. Discussion.
I would move that we pass this to the next meeting. And wait, I know Commissioner Bartleman had proposed some changes.
Okay.
I would move that we pass it to our next regular scheduled meeting.
Okay. There's a second on the motion to, I guess, table it to the next.
Pass over.
Yeah.
Just get it.
We're going to change them?
We're gonna, I think Commissioner Bartleman had some amendments he wanted to make. So since he's not here, that's why I made my motion.
Okay. And the second to table them or do it now?
I really want to vote on them now.
Okay. No second on the motion to table. Well, that fails.
Okay.
So then the question is to approve them, or I saw Commissioner Bartleman's proposed changes, but I don't recall what they were.
That's why it'd be nice to have him. He's here, but anyway, I don't have anything else to add. Other than I thought his amendments were understandable.
Okay. So we're back then to the motion to approve the minutes as they were entered, or as they were taken. Is there a motion to approve them?
There already is, sir, with a second. You're
Okay.
on discussion.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So, all in favor of approving the minutes as written, say aye.
Aye.
I'll be opposed.
Okay. I vote aye. Well, they're approved. All right, let's see, court orders.
It is ordered that McCracken County is authorized to enter into an interlocal agreement with the Kentucky counties of Ballard, Caldwell, Callaway, Carlisle, Christian, Crittenden, Fulton, Graves, Hickman, Hopkins, Livingston, Lyon, Marshall, Muhlenberg, Todd, and Trigg counties. The purpose of this agreement is the establishing of the Purchase Pennyroyal Workforce Consortium comprised of the county judge executives to administer employment and training programs in accordance with the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that effective July 26, 2022, the McCracken County Clerk will serve as temporary fiscal court clerk. This will be in effect during the period of time the fiscal court is actively searching for a permanent fiscal court clerk to be appointed or hired.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that McCracken County, in conjunction with the Kentucky Association of Counties, KACO, accepted bids via reverse online auction on June 14, 2022 for the purpose of road salt for the road department. One bid was received from Compass Minerals.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that the bid for road salt be awarded to Compass Minerals.
So made.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that the following bonds for Sheriff Ryan Norman be approved, accepted, and filed. Qualifying performance bond in the amount of $10,000 and county revenue bond in the amount of $4 million with Ohio Casualty Insurance Company as surety. The term of both bonds is August 1st, 2022 to January 2nd, 2023.
So made.
Second.
Discussion. There was, did you want to address that amount, Steve? We just want to make it known that there's
Yeah,
some information.
This is more of a disclosure. Every year, the state auditor will point out that we frequently, in the Sheriff's Department, have more than $4 million in cash. And this is as a result of collections during property tax season. And so they ask the county judge to acknowledge that $4 million is an insufficient amount to cover what their, I guess, average monthly balances amount to.
But the reason we're doing the 4 is because it takes a huge jump.
Yeah,
Premium cost.
The cost isn't perfectly linear. We have found out. We have somewhat the same issue with Pam. It's just it gets really steep after $4 million.
Any questions, discussion about that? No? All right, thank you. We're on the vote now.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that Jeffrey Hartman, road deputy in the McCracken County Sheriff's Office, be paid $2,723.07 for an insurance claim on personal property destroyed in the county vehicle that burned.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? So the insurance company paid the county the lump sum for the county's loss as well as the deputy's personal property loss. And so now we were going to reimburse him for out of the money paid to us for his loss, personal property. We good?
Good.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that pursuant to KRS Chapter 39F.120, Sub 9, the judge executive is authorized to execute the statement of affiliation for the McCracken County DES Rescue Squad.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that $21,616.50 be paid to Barkley Regional Airport, same being the first quarter budget allocation for fiscal year 2022 to 2023.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that a bid opening was held at 1:35 p.m. on July 21, 2022 at the McCracken County Sheriff's Office for 8 2022 Dodge Durango Pursuit all-wheel drive vehicles. One bid was received, that being from Don Thomas Auto located in Somerset, Kentucky, in the amount of $283,876.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All-
We need to amend that. It's Don Franklin.
Okay, may I have a motion to amend to reflect Don Franklin?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor of the amendment, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. All right, that's amended. Then as to the amended, motion is amended, Don Franklin.
Be true on J as well.
Do what?
Be true on item J as well.
I'll read it correctly on the following two.
Okay.
I believe you're ready for vote, sir.
Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that a bid opening was held at 1:35 p.m. on July 21, 2022 at the McCracken County Sheriff's Office for one 2022 Dodge Ram 1500 SSV Crew Cab 4x4 truck. One bid was received, that being from Don Franklin Auto, located in Somerset, Kentucky, in the amount of $37,444.
So made.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that the bids for 8 Dodge Durango all-wheel drive pursuit vehicles and 1 Dodge Ram truck for use in the McCracken County Sheriff's Department be awarded to Don Franklin Auto of Somerset, Kentucky. The price breakdowns are 5 2022 Dodge Durangos at a total price of $177,355. 3 2022 Dodge Durangos at a total price of $106,521. 1 Dodge Ram truck at a total price of $37,444. It is further ordered that the treasurer is authorized to pay Don Franklin Auto the total amount of $321,320 for said vehicles, using $245,000 from Fund 18, $32,000 from insurance proceeds, $35,000 from Fund 01, and another $9,320 will be transferred from the Sheriff's Drug Forfeiture Funds.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? Just in case anybody's interested, the reason we're buying all these vehicles, particularly the 5 Durangos and 3, wait a minute,
8 Durangos.
8, right?
yeah. How does this say, it says 5 2022 Dodge Durangos at one price, then 3, are they're priced differently?
They were priced differently. 3 came with aluminum wheels and were like $100.
Oh, that's
They
right.
want them in a radio.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They've got aluminum wheels on some of them. So we can't get vehicles these days for whatever reason. And so we're looking at 6-8 months or so maybe before we actually take delivery on these vehicles. And we've got to get our claim in now to get that. And deputies don't like walking or riding bikes. We've talked about that. Or even mopeds, even if they're nice mopeds. So, all right, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. Resolution.
It is hereby ordered that Resolution R 2022-7 be adopted and enacted authorizing County Judge Executive Craig Z. Clymer on behalf of the McCracken County Fiscal Court to enter into a consortium interlocal agreement pursuant to KRS 65.210 ET-SEQ, bringing together Ballard, Caldwell, Callaway, Carlisle, Christian, Crittenden, Fulton, Graves, Hickman, Hopkins, Livingston, Lyon, Marshall, McCracken, Muhlenberg, Todd, and Drury counties in Kentucky for the purpose of establishing the Purchase Pennyroyal Workforce Consortium to administer employment and training programs in accordance with the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act.
So made.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is ordered that Resolution R 2022-8 be adopted to enact the McCracken County Solid Waste Management Plan 2023-2027, authorizing the County Judge Executive to execute all documents necessary.
So made.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries.
It is hereby ordered that pursuant to KRS Chapter 67, the first reading of ordinance number 2022-5 shall be conducted in summary format as follows. An ordinance repealing in its entirety McCracken County Ordinance number 2006-8 and enacting a replacement salary pay classification table for all employees of the McCracken County Jail. The action effectuated in the present ordinance is authorized by Kentucky Revised Statutes, Chapter 91A and Section 65.210 to 65.314. The present ordinance formalizes the repeal and replacement of McCracken County Ordinance number 2006-8 in setting forth a current salary classification table for all employees of the McCracken County Jail. It is hereby certified by the McCracken County Fiscal Court that the present summary represents an accurate official statement of the main points of and contents of ordinance number 2022-5. Public inspection. Ordinance number 2022-5 shall be available for public inspection in its whole and complete form in the McCracken County Judge Executive's office during ordinary business hours.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. Then we do have a need for an executive session tonight. One is for proposed or pending litigation as permitted by KRS 61810-1C, and another for 61810-1G, a specific proposal by a business entity where public discussion of the subject matter would jeopardize the location, retention, expansion, or upgrading of a business entity as permitted by KRS 61810-1G. Is there a motion to that effect?
So made.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. We won't have any action to take after these. One other matter. Well, this is our clerk's last meeting, Vicki, and she is retiring, going on to bigger and better things, and so I just want to express my thanks for. You gotta look at me when I talk. You can't act like you're right and busy. Oh. With me in the circuit judge's office for what, 20, 18, 20?
Yeah, about 18
years.
till you retired.
Yeah, and then came here for now 3 years. And just an outstanding individual, both professionally and personally. It's done so much for me upstairs and down here, and we're going to miss you, and wish you the best. I know the guys, Jeff, Eddie, and Bill, I'll appreciate all the hard work, ultimate professional, and I never once, I don't think, hollered at you, and I don't think you hollered at me but once, as I recall.
Thank you very much, sir.
Miss you, Vicki.
We are going to miss you. Great person. Dino do a good job, but we're going to miss you.
Yes,
Too.
and Carol will be covering for Jamie as your fiscal
There
clerk.
you go.
All right.
Yes.
Is there a motion to adjourn, sir, if you don't feel like you would?
There is.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, county clerk and sheriff will both have retirement parties this week as well.
Yeah.
We'll miss them.
Yeah, there's Matt back there, and there's Julie back there. So we'll be in fact the last fiscal court meeting for both the sheriff and the county clerk, Julie. So they had a nice article in the paper. Got Jamie here that's going to take the clerk's office. Brian Norman will be our new sheriff. So we'll be moving on strong. Appreciate all the work that Matt and Julie have done over the years to promote our community, and it's been an outstanding job on both parts. So three of us just push on through for a while, so. What do I gotta do?
If you don't feel that you
Oh, yeah,
would be
the motion
making.
we're not gonna do anything when we come back, so is there a motion to adjourn after we reconvene from the executive?
Yep, so made.
Second.
All right, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. All right, we'll move into executive session.